What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. Today we're playing Left 4 Dead 2 in 2024, 15 years later. It's crazy that after all this time, we still haven't gotten Left 4 Dead 3, and there have been many zombie co-op games that have come out over those 15 years that have tried to replicate the success and quality of Left 4 Dead 2, but in my opinion, they have all failed miserably to match the quality of this game. I don't think there are too many games that even come close. I think Black Ops 3 might be one of them, just because of its integration with the Steam Workshop, so downloading mods is incredibly easy, which is probably the best thing about Left 4 Dead 2, because it's the same thing, and if you go to a server that has a mod that is required for Left 4 Dead 2, it just simply downloads it for you automatically. You don't need to be a tech wizard in order to install mods. So I think that's like the biggest advantage that Left 4 Dead 2 has. 15 plus years of modding and community content. If you're a new player especially, there's a lot of content out there waiting for you to play. Plus all of the content from Left 4 Dead 1 is automatically a part of Left 4 Dead 2, so there's no reason to have Left 4 Dead 1, like I said in that video. And I received a lot of pushback for it from some diehard Left 4 Dead 1 fans saying, oh, no, Left 4 Dead 1 is better than 2 in 2024. The movement system is better and this and that, and all these little tiny nuanced things that I guess matter to like 0.1% of people, but for the vast majority it really doesn't make a difference. You just stick with Left 4 Dead 2. Not only does it have everything from the first game, it has more mods, it has a much stronger player base in 2024. Like, if you're trying to play any of the campaign missions, you're most likely going to find somebody. And also Versus, which is a game mode that really has nobody in 1, but everybody is playing in 2. Like, you always find a match of Versus, though there's a lot of griefing that still goes on 15 years later, where your own team is killing you and is, like, working for the zombie team. Yeah, it's not a perfect game, and the community is not perfect, and there's a lot of issues still. Like, I think allowing for team damage was probably the biggest design flaw in this game, because just the griefing potential that has. Like, I understand, like, from a gameplay perspective, how it could be like, yeah, you gotta watch your shots, you can accidentally hurt your teammates, but most people see that as an opportunity to troll and to fuck with other players, you know what I mean? So if they ever make a Left 4 Dead 3, definitely take that shit out. And no more team killing. And even vote kicking is another issue that on paper seems like a great thing, because if someone's cheating, or again if they're griefing or something like that, you can kick them out and get rid of them. The problem is a lot of people use that as a way to kick out other players that they don't deem worthy enough to play with them. That's happened to me so many times, because these people are like speed running through these levels on the hardest difficulty mode, and they're like, well, you're not fast enough and you're not good enough, so we're just kicking you out. Happens so many times, even to this day. So, all that being said, this is not meant to be a negative video against Left 4 Dead 2. I think Left 4 Dead 2 is still the GOAT game, but I just want you guys to be prepared, especially if you're new, that there are going to be a lot of frustrating aspects of the game that may turn some people away. That being said, when the game works as intended, it is the most fun you'll ever have in not just a zombie game, but a co-op game. Teamwork is very, very, very important. You can't just go off on your own, do your own thing like you could in, let's say, Call of Duty Zombies, for example. In this game, if you just run off, do your own thing, and not care about the other teammates, you're going to die. And you are not going to be successful, because these zombies will just come out of nowhere and will fuck you up if you don't have any backup. So, yeah, if you don't like working with other players, then this is certainly not the game for you. But that being said, if you're looking for a fun game to play with friends, this is the best game that you could possibly play. And even if you're playing by yourself with other players, like, you know, you don't have friends, but you're just playing with randoms, it could still be fun, besides the problems that I mentioned earlier in the video. And yeah, even for a 15-year-old game, I think the gameplay still holds up very, very well. I think the gunplay is still great. Even the graphics, I think, still holds up, especially the animations when you're killing a zombie, and the gore and the blood effects and the melee and all that is just, it's still fantastic. Back 4 Blood was supposed to be the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead 2, made by Turtle Rock Studios, and it had so much hype around it, but I'm looking at the gameplay and everything, and I'm like, Left 4 Dead 2 is still better than this shit. What the fuck? And that game came out 12 years after this one. And I'll probably end up eventually making a video for Back 4 Blood because I did buy the game. I also bought Evolve and a bunch of other zombie games, Killing Floor 2, and yeah, I'll play a bunch of zombie games on the channel, so you can look forward to that. But I think, spoiler alert, I'm not gonna say that any of these games really are on the same level as Left 4 Dead 2, because Left 4 Dead 2 is just god tier. Admittedly, it's not a game I played very much in recent years. I stopped playing a long time ago, and I just came back recently just for this video. Because I think, it's natural for games that you kind of just get tired of them and you move on. It doesn't mean the game is bad or anything like that. It's just how it goes. Like, there are people who have 5,000 hours logged into games and they leave negative reviews on Steam because it doesn't have enough to keep them engaged for 10, 15, 20 years, But easily between the base game and the modded content, you get hundreds of hours of entertainment. And for a $10 game, and it's even cheaper when it's on sale, it's probably the best value you're ever going to get from any video game. So yes, I would say absolutely Left 4 Dead 2 is worth playing in 2024.